What's a hard pill to swallow that you want to tell your significant other but would never dare to? Your mom is the most annoying woman I have met in my life. Putting this as nicely as possible. You've changed your major like 4 times now. We are starting to spend a lot of money. I can't keep being your therapist and your caregiver. It is so hard to pretend to be completely fine all the time so I can be there for you. I'm so tired. These last few months have been the worst for me in a very long time, and I can't even talk to you about it because I feel guilty about it. And I miss you too. Stop buying me what you want for my birthday. No, I don't want another family photo for my birthday. If you want another family photo, then book it, and we will go. Don't justify the cost by saying it's for me. Ex-husband always got me what he thought I should have, not what I wanted. This included a men's polo shirt with a hole in it. I am a woman. A modern-style jewelry box that was not at all my style. A stereo with surround sound that I wasn't allowed to touch, and other things I can't remember now. I have a hidden box with Ferrero chocolates, and I eat them by myself when I feel sad or upset. You don't pay enough attention to our daughter and then wonder why she struggles with behavior issues. She gets the most attention from you when she's acting out. Told him this gently, but it hasn't changed. The sunflower pictures you bought me for my birthday are the generic sunflower Windows desktop screensaver, and it's an ugly eyesore in the living room. If your partner has a sense of humor at all, just tell them and stop walking by something that bothers you every day. That small stuff compounds, and if you recognize them, correct them. Everyone's different, but I would be mortified to learn that my partner wasn't honest about disliking a gift. I would understand and want to have a lengthy discussion about their art preferences so I could do better next time and know them better as a person. I love them. Well, I told him, and he is heartbroken. He feels like whole world is laughing at him and like he's a complete failure as a boyfriend. I feel so horrible. I knew this would happen. I tried to tell him that it's not laughing at him, it's just cute. Your intentions were there, but the picture itself is just not fitting for the style of our apartment. He took them down, and he is so devastated. Please just take some criticism and don't hate me for the rest of the day when you tell me all the criticism you want, and I don't say a word back. You're going to die of a stroke or a heart attack within the next 10 years if you don't start eating healthier and exercising now. That even though I said, in sickness and in health. And I meant it. I get physically and emotionally tired of being your caretaker and having to be responsible for everything all the time. I wish I could go back to just being your partner. Equal partner, like it used to be. And I get so sick of your little martyr act in public that has everyone thinking you're a saint who suffers so bravely, when you're a demanding, whiny a-hole in private. Especially considering your health problems are the result of a lifetime of your own poor choices and you refuse to do half the stuff the doctor wants you to do to improve your health. I'm sorry that I can be so distant in the evenings. I'm just so wrapped up in worrying about my parents' health and hating every fiber of myself that it's occasionally tough for me to take a step back and just communicate. I also don't want to tell you about my suicidal thoughts because I don't want you to worry even more, or worse, feel obligated to stay with me because you fear I'd end it if you left. That her 5 closest friends are toxic people who completely rely on her for emotional support and look to her to provide a confidence boost about their looks and social status, but never would provide the same support for her. Basically, my girlfriend has really successful but shitty friends who don't reciprocate any of the friendship. Every single line being sarcastic is not bratty or sexy. It's pretty damn annoying when I ask a straight-up question just to get a sarcastic answer back, then you wonder why I don't respond and walk away. It was cute in the first few flings, but holy crap. I explained to someone who was eternally sarcastic that they were only playing one note. Seemed to change their actions, like it clicked that it was annoying hearing the same thing all the time and never anything interesting or beyond superficial topics. Her breath stinks. I think it's time you start having regular, who can brush their teeth for the longest, competitions. My ex's breath slowly started to smell rotten like garbage, like boiled cabbage and dirty pennies. After a week of this, I had to ask her, "Is there a Korean family boiling cabbage in your mouth?" She looked concerned and went to the dentist. The dentist found a piece of a toothpick lodged in her gums beside her tooth. Pulled that stank shank out along with the halitosis. Tell her it stinks, man, and see a dentist. My breath was horrible for probably 10 years. I brushed, flossed, chewed gum, etc., and nothing worked. It was so bad I started to develop anxiety around it. 2 years ago I went to the dentist with pain in my back tooth. Turns out the root had an abscess and the tooth needed removed. Got it pulled and I have an implant now. Haven't had breath issues since. Your partner may be aware of the issue. If you can afford it, go to the dentist, tell them and get x-rays. It may change your life. You need to get control of your emotions. Having a shit day at work doesn't excuse you being a miserable bitch to me for the evening. My wife and I had a rule that she couldn't talk to me for the first 30 minutes after I got home so I could shower and spin down from a job I hated. Worked well for us and kept me from taking my shit job out on her. Just an option, don't know if it will help. Although I love you, I sometimes think you are a large part of why I'm unhappy. All you talk about is any little bad thing that happened to you, even if you previously said that it is what you wanted. The other person might not even be in the wrong and you are. But I can't tell you that because you want me to support you. You talk for hours about 5 minutes of your day at work where somebody either said something or said something in a way that you didn't like, and now it's all you care about. When you are finally happy, it is only for about 5 minutes until I say something in a way you don't like or a topic you don't like comes up, and then you're upset the rest of the day. Whenever I have something good happen to me, you find something bad that happened to you so I can have that day to be happy. You did this when I graduated, and when I got a new job, and when I got a new car. I feel like you don't want me to be happy. All you want me to be is your manservant that makes money and looks pretty. Wow. This isn't what relationships are supposed to be like, friend. I hope you end up figuring it out. This is kind of a relief that so many others deal with the same problems almost word for word. A lot of people live the same lives and have no idea. Always be kind, cause you have no idea what someone's going through. You don't have a monopoly on being stressed or tired. Just because your job is objectively more stressful and tiring than mine doesn't mean you get to shit on me for yawning or dragging a little bit after a long day at work. When you said you couldn't care less about my cooking that I've been doing for you for 10 years, because you're perfectly fine with living on sandwiches and fast food, it hurt. When you yelled at me for mentioning my promotion 2 times, because you already told me that, it hurt. When you forgot to let me know you wouldn't come home for a while, then got mad at me for being worried, it didn't even hurt anymore. When I told you I hate how all you say is I'd fuck you as a romantic thing, you said it's a joke, but you keep doing it for a decade now, it killed my libido. When I told you I'd love to go to my fave place, and you said go find someone else who'd take you, I kind of gave up. And lastly, my dear, when my friend told me they loved my cooking, proud of my workplace achievements, when they messaged me telling me about their day and where they went, solely because they know I like being informed, when they told me how they appreciate me and then fucking took me to my FAV place, that's when I realized I have never been loved by you. So that is why you're going to find a nice and empty apartment soon. I would not tell my so this. Not a fan of being yelled at anymore. I have been shown that there is more to being loved than a few empty words. I do everything. If I ask you to do anything, it's like we are required to fight first. Dishes? Fight. Laundry? Fight. Kids? Fight. Get some groceries? Fight. If I don't do them myself, you call your friend to go with you or come over so you don't have to since you're entertaining a guest. I'm getting fed up with the routine. I work, clean, cook, get the kids ready to school and take them to school and work. Then pick them up, feed them, bathe them, lay them to bed and make sure all is well. You stay on your phone or TV laptop. You work, yeah, and you make a little more than I do, but it doesn't mean I should have to be a single dad in a marriage. What uncomfortable truth would you like to tell your partner but don't dare? Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos like this one.